Hey guys, how's it going? I am the ConflictNerd, hello and welcome to SimCity. Dear God, that's gonna take some getting used to. I've been calling it SimCity 5 for months now. Anyway, I got access to the SimCity beta over the past weekend, and I must say I'm pretty impressed. Sadly, I only have 10 minutes of gameplay for you because, well, frankly, I was an idiot and left it far too late to record, and I got to record 10 minutes of beta before I turned around and said, nope, beta's over. But I only got 10 minutes recording done. That's not to say I only got 10 minutes of gameplay. No, I played about 5 hours of it before I got to recording, because I just wanted to have fun with it. So, the first thing that grasped me, and possibly the first thing that you noticed, was the visuals. The visuals are much brighter in this game and much cleaner. They're basically less cluttered in SimCity as opposed to SimCity 4. Now, I should say I'm going to compare this game directly to SimCity 4. Now, I know that's a much older title, but this is basically a reboot, but it's also a successor. So, SimCity's UI has improved a lot. There's a lot less going on. The buttons are more obvious, but they're not tightly packed together. You don't have to go searching through menus to find things. It's all there along the bottom. And that's something that I really like. In SimCity 4, what you had was a kind of menu thing to the bottom left, and then you click on something and something pops out and gives you a bit of information, then something pops up from that, then something pops out from that. In this, it's all there at the bottom, and if you want a bit of information, it'll come up at the right in a small bubble telling you what it is. Nothing is really in your face, and I really like that. It really allows the game's visuals, the actual game, not the UI, it allows those visuals to come through and really show themselves off, because this game, I had it on medium settings because I was an idiot and didn't realize that I could up them to ultra. Even on the medium settings, this game is absolutely stunning. It really is for a simulation game. Well, we call it a simulation. It's not really a simulation. We all consider it a game, but whatever. For a simulation, the graphics are incredible. They really, I wouldn't say they're necessarily unique. I've seen games that are similar, but they're getting there. This really does have its own visual style to an extent, and that's really, really good, because it's just pleasant to look at. You know, it's not being intrusive, it's not giving you a headache because you're having to scour through menu after menu to find that one little thing that you want. It's all there, it's all where you need it, and when you're not looking at a menu or some stats, you have this really beautiful visual scene of a cityscape going on there that you can just enjoy. Now, in terms of gameplay, it really plays like it should. I mean, you pick up this game and it's so easy. Once you get through that tutorial, I mean, the tutorial was actually fantastic, and it's not often that I will play a tutorial. I guess I had to in this case because, well, it made me. But the tutorial basically taught you everything that you needed to know to build a city, and that's really pretty damn good, because, I mean, let's be honest, there's tutorials in so many games that don't really teach you the fundamental aspects of a game. They kind of skim over things, but you have to discover the rest for yourself. While there is an aspect of that in SimCity, it's not entirely like that. The tutorial will teach you what you need to know, but it will kind of skim the surface, but in a good way. Basically, the game is simple to begin with, but should you want to delve deeper, you can. For example, you can have your region, you can have your city, and you've got your police station, you've got your hospital, you've got your fire station, you've got your garbage depot and your sewage depot and all that stuff. That's all well and good, but if you want to, you can set up deals with your neighbours, you can loan out some fire services to your neighbours, or police or hospital services. You can take some of their waste, take some of their water, send them some water, send them some waste. You can check to see how many of your Sims are going to other cities to get work, how many are coming to your city. there really is a lot more going on, and you've also got the ability to collaborate with other cities to build one great structure. And that's interesting. Unfortunately, you can't actually do that in the beta, but that is there, and it seems really interesting to me. And I'm kind of excited to see how that plays out, because I assume that that's more to do with the multiplayer aspect of the game, which I'm also kind of excited about, because that's one thing as well. The pollution apparently carries over into other cities, so you could have your city heavily polluting the region and the surrounding area, and sort of polluting a neighbor's city and their water and all that. That's all there. There really is a deep level of gameplay that you have to go searching for, but when you do, you get so much more out of this game. That's not to say that the simplicity is an entirely good thing, because I think it's too simple to begin with. I think earning money is almost too easy, because in SimCity 4, I always found that I was struggling for the first 10 to 15 minutes of a proper city. I was struggling to make a bunch of money, but in this I was making 2,000 simoleons per hour. I was making a bunch of money, and I felt like either they've made it too easy, or I'm just too used to the previous game, because I guess in this case it's streamlining the whole process. Maybe you don't want to be sitting there for 15 minutes struggling to get money. Or maybe you do. Maybe there's going to be difficulty settings or something like that. I don't know. We didn't really get the option to change difficulty in the beta, so maybe that'll be there. Maybe it will be harder. Maybe they just made it easy for the beta so you can test out more stuff more quickly. That's probably what they did, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Now, in terms of improvements to the game, what do we have? Well, possibly my favourite thing, the advisors are now essentially optional. What you'll see about the city are these little quest and job bubbles above buildings. Click these and you're given a bit of information, or you're told, hey, we need a power plant, go build it, or hey, we need a casino, go build it, or hey, here's the mayor's house, or hey, upgrade this. Basically, your advisors sort of exist and they sort of don't. Your advisors have been replaced by workers and sims who want things, and you can help them out for a bit of a reward. And I actually like that, because it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something worthwhile, as opposed to just being shouted at by some guy in a suit. I don't know, I like it. Going straight alongside these, you have thought bubbles. Now, this is another really good improvement. These basically tell you what your sims want and what they think. A lot of the time you'll see medical symbols above houses. You hover over it and it says a sim's injured. You'll see an ambulance come run and get them. Or you'll see a sim coughing and not be near enough to a hospital to get there. So it tells you what they want, what they need, what they think, and that's really useful for the development of your city. And dear God, at least it gets rid of the advisors that pop up on your screen every 5 minutes. One final improvement amongst many others is the ability to have curved roads. Now, why is this such a fundamental thing? Well, simply, you can go around mountains, you can go around obstacles, and it's just fun. It makes your city look a lot more natural, a lot more fluid, and a lot more unique. In SimCity 4, it was a matter of you can have a straight road or a diagonal road. That was it. The ability to have a curved road, it just makes your city look better. It allows you to have nice little areas, a little cul-de-sac or something like that, whatever you want, just to make your city look a bit more natural. And I don't know, I really like it. I loved my experiences in the SimCity beta, and I really can't wait to get my hands in this game once March comes around. It's about a month away now, and I'm just... I was fangirling over the bloody game when I first booted it up, so... What can I say, folks? SimCity is really shaping up to be a great game. They definitely fixed a lot of the server errors that they had in the first beta. A lot of people were actually complaining that you always had to be online for this. That is sort of my big complaint, but since I don't really play games on my travels, it's not that much of a problem for me. unless the power goes out, I'm going to be fine. Or unless the internet goes out, I'm going to be fine playing this. So, either way, folks, this has been my thoughts on the SimCity beta. Really can't wait to play this game. You really, if you can get into the beta, if there is another one, you should definitely try. I'll see you next time, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it.